Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, where these fans have been getting prepared to cheer on a whole pack of Badgers since early in the morning. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Badgers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers offense will get the first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give out of the gun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams.
He's taking the shot. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the the noise, backing this defense on third down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Huskers will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On fourth down, going to the air. And it's put in danger, and it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Back to the ground game on the left. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again. It's a fumble. And the defense grabs it, and they're kicking it the other way.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
Dropping back, it's fired. He lets it fly. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Okay, ready? This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. He's going to pass. They get to him as he throws. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Jones. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He's right on target. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Back to pass, it's fired. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something. And you're right. You'll wear your defense out continuing. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. On first down, here comes this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Floating away. Fires on the move. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Second down coming up. Here's the handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings, shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Badgers are flying down the field. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. The option look. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Grab near the marker. It's Nelson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They move the tight end all over. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He's got it. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking for his man. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
I'm a defense. I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light as soon as...
Touchdown, Badger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
With the catch, it's Nelson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Makes the catch, and he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got an open man. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
A nice job on this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
28, Nebraska.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Using his legs, it's White. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's fired. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his man. It's Barry Johnson. They'll immediately call timeout. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. The Huskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
Coming after him. A strike downfield. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the beatdown has ensued. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on...
Off he goes! The 30! At the 20. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Line gets set. First down. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Now on the option. Quick toss. Still running at the 40. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the officials see something to bring it back? Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. He has been in see-ball, get-ball mode all day, and he is making his mark in this rivalry game, guys.
I'll tell you, he was sick and tired of reading about and hearing about the offenses coming into this one. This guy had his own designs and his own plans. He has been balling, David, all over the field.
And it's so...
Got a lot of running room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
He rolls all the way before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The Badgers are on the move. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
As a quarterback, you got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's...
Touchdown, Badger! And the pummeling has started. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Wisconsin, 42. Nebraska.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Catch in the middle, it's Nelson. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
He now has 72 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's fired. Wide open downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
On the run, it's White. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks and first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to break down.
Going up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's English. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sideline. Big boys in the goal line D. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
Wisconsin, 49, Nebraska.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll bring it back. It's Jones. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Gonna run it. It's White. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's English. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That last completion sets them up on second down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He got it. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Trying to get to it. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. It's caught downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Catch in the middle, it's King. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He's got it down the middle. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. He'll come out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's Abraham. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Abraham. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
He'll toss it. One step wrap, 2 step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked.
Third down coming up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll run the option. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense back for its own. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Yeah, and these halfbacks, man, they're wide receivers now. They do so much work in practice now with the wide receiver group, and you can see it there. Sells like he's going outside, sticks his foot in the ground.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Takes a hit as he fires. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Touchdown, Nebraska! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And they tacked on the extra point. You know what's great about rivalry games?